The Andrew Lake Podcast.
Now in collaboration with Acid Quote Tees.
Feel the rhythm now.
10,000 years!
All connected.
And it is happening again. The energy is pumping, baby. Oh, baby. Welcome back to the Andrew Lake Podcast. Hoping you're having a beautiful morning. Good morning. Top of the morning to you, Captain. All's bright and all's well in this big blue ball of land that we call planet Earth. Special shout out to the US of A. America's got to have its way, baby. This is so good that it is bad. It's bad. It's really, really bad. It's really, 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 really bad. I'll get to that in a moment. I'm hoping you're well, enjoying your times, ready for a nice rise and shine. And what can I say? I mean, this is episode 13. You know something's gonna go wrong. Well, you know what goes wrong? When the other day, I was having a picnic and I walked off to do some Tai Chi, and where I'd had my setup with my chair and sitting under a tree where I look at the tree leaves for a couple of hours on end, a little doggy had walked past to sniff it, and I heard this because I was somewhere else and the owner had been like, "Oh, little doggy, don't go there, go somewhere else." And I was like, okay, so the little doggy has sniffed my stuff. And then when I came back, I found that there was actually dirt all over my books and all over my toothbrush, all over my phone. And the little doggy had obviously done that thing that dogs do where they kick dirt onto the... Anyway, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And that's just to start off this quote of the day, which is that it is bad. It's bad. It's really, really bad. It's really, 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 really bad. This quote, this saying, this has a bit of a backstory to it. It has a bit of a history to it. It's really an extension of this active meditation that Osho invented called yes-no meditation. Now, as I've mentioned before, and I'll mention now because it's relevant, I am a qualified Osho active meditation facilitator. And when I was living in Osho land, Osho world, I did many of these meditations, and we worked with these in awareness intensives, which I would also like to talk more about because we always mention this thing of awareness intensives, and I don't know if it's that commonly known what an awareness intensive is. So, this meditation in yes-no meditation, the way we did it was in a big group of about 40 people, and we did it in Osho's bedroom, which was quite amazing, which is massive chandelier, untreated marble, half-reflective glass, and all the rest of it, right? Amazing, amazing auditorium. And part one of this is we go around yelling at each other the word no. You say no, 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 and you can use hand gestures, you can stomp your feet, you can pull faces, you can use different tones of voice, and you go around and you interact with different people in the group, and someone's beating a drum just to add drama. I think one time I was actually the drum beater. It was pretty fun. And then the facilitator says stop, or there's the end of that section, and everyone closes their eyes and then they sense themselves. They sense their presence and they go in and they feel the energy. They become aware of the energy of no. Then you have the next part, which is you go around and you do the same thing again, except this time you say yes. You go yes, yes, and you might have your arms open, you might look into other people's eyes, you might walk differently, and you feel the energy of yes, and you're thinking of some of the things in your life that you're saying yes to. And then the facilitator says stop, you close your eyes, and then you sense the energy. And that's the basic meditation. That's the basic idea of it. And in certain situations, in other groups and in other awareness intensive, other awareness workshops, there's a number of different variations which you can do on this. And I've even started writing a awareness workshop handbook, which outlines not only many of the techniques and the devices which I've come up with and I've worked with and that have helped me, but also an extensive list of all the meditations that have helped me in my journey. It's over 100 and something meditations, 120 meditations, something like that. So I'm putting that together, and I would love to do a workshop sometime with you. That's something to look forward to, something to join in person. So how this came out for me when I was in Osho World was that I sat in for a skit on the talent night or the open mic night. So this would be, the show where anyone can get up and do anything. Some people dance, someone might sing a song, someone might do a skit or a joke. There's a bit of stand-up comedy, and there's a bit of everything. So for one of my bits, I got up and I did this variation on yes-no meditation, which was, it's bad, it's good. So first time around, you say, it's bad. It's bad. It's really, really bad. And everyone gets into the energy of it being bad. Then, second time around, you say, it's good. It's good. It's really, really good. It's really, 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 really good. And this was actually this was actually a song which I'll describe as well. So the next level of it's good and it's bad is you repeat the first time around of saying it's bad, but you do it as if it is good. So you're saying that it's bad, but you're feeling that it's good and you're expressing that it's good. So you're trying to convey through your eyes and through your gestures and through the way that you interact with the other people in the group that it's good, but you're actually saying that it's bad. And it creates this amazing emotional complex, this amazing feeling. And then, of course, you stop and you sense it, and then you do the next version, the next part of it, which is that you say that it's good, but you feel that it's bad, and you express that it's bad, and you use the energy of it being bad. So you're saying that it's good, but it's actually really, really bad. And the interactions, the feelings, the gestures, the way that the group moved, it was amazing. And of course, you feel it within yourself. You feel how you are conflicted. You feel how you say one thing, but you feel another. And this is in an extreme way. This is in a very intensified way, which makes it very obvious to yourself. Normally on day-to-day basis, we're doing this in a subtle way. We're doing this in the little things. We're sort of making half excuses for ourselves, and we're not really sensing what it is that we're feeling behind the words that we're having. So by doing this exercise, and having the emotional complexes within them, and doing it in a group in a way that allows you to interact with people also helps. You're able to learn this about yourself. You're able to discover this. You're bringing awareness to an emotional complex within your being. And then, of course, later on at the cafeteria, when someone says, hey, do you want to go for a cup of tea? Or do you want to get a snack? And you say yes, or you say no, or you say maybe, then you get to sense that feeling and know that clarity. And you know, in all the little ways in which it comes up in your life, how to do it more consciously. So it's not that yes or no is right or wrong. It is that you need to be consciously aware of each of those and how they apply within your life. Now, beyond just these versions, I do have dozens and dozens of different variations on this and other techniques, right? There's many extensions of yes-no meditations that can happen in a group, and I would love to try them with you one day. I am going to run an awareness intensive one day. And then the other side of this process was that I actually have a song. So this is like a rave house song which I have written, composed and produced, and I haven't released it yet. I do have to get around to getting it mixed and mastered and really should get on my game. It's one of the many creative projects that I have to do for... Hang on, someone's here. Is this security? Oh man, the security guy's here. Hang on. Hey man. Okay.
How can I help you?
Oh, is this bad parking here?
It is. That's the private car park.
Oh, should I go?
Yes, please.
Okay.
About to do
What's that?
what you're doing.
Oh, I'm just recording an episode here.
Okay.
I was only going to be like 10 minutes or less. Should I go now?
Well, all right. But you are under the surveillance. So just
Oh, there's a camera here?
everywhere.
There's cameras everywhere. I know there's cameras everywhere these days, mate. That's true.
Yeah. So not more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, if I just like finish this episode, it'll be 10 minutes, then I can go.
Because this is a very suspicious place where you park.
Oh, no, nothing suspicious.
Even not even just us. Even if you, I mean, if the cops passing by, they would come in.
Oh, the cops are coming. Okay. You think 10 minutes okay or I should go now?
Up to you. If you haven't started, I would recommend go somewhere. You want somewhere, peace.
Yeah.
Follow me.
I'm not going to follow, but I'll go. Okay. So apparently the cops are coming. This is not a cool place to park, but you know, I actually thought this was a cool place to park. So the story, hang on. Let me try and finish this episode. Hang on. So what is the story that I'm trying to say? Okay, so the Rave House song, it was like the Timmy Trumpet song Freaks. You know how it goes? You know that song, right? Everyone knows that song. So it's like that sort of rave house, but it's like, it's good. It's good. It's really, really good. And I actually did a mashup of that Timmy Trumpet song with Baby Shark when I was in Osho World, because I was regularly a DJ at the Buddha Grove Dance Celebration. So it was like DJ, rave house, but Baby Shark kids song meets an awareness intensive technique of yes-no meditation. And that all came together into this song which I created, which is it's good, it's really, really good, and it's bad, it's really, really bad. And that would then be the, I'm just trying to think like, yeah, damn, it's just so distracting to have security turn up. Is he still here? I don't know if he's still here. He reckons the cops are gonna come. Oh man. Yeah. So, the other thing that was important for me to say about this episode, or the only other point that I wanted to add to all of this as a story, was that people who do awareness intensives, like first of all, to expand just a little bit on what an awareness intensive is, it is a collection of devices like yes-no meditation, like dancing to rave house music, in such a way and formed and constructed into such a process as to allow you to look at all parts of your being. And it's an intensive because it goes intensely deeply into your being. And you get a taste of something that you couldn't otherwise do in daily meditation. If you're just meditating a little bit each day, you can't get the same as what you get from an awareness intensive. And the thing that I've found from awareness intensives that are done with trained facilitators, experienced facilitators in constructive, self-aware environments, every single person that involves themselves in an awareness intensive comes out as a totally new person. They come out with something truly magnificent. They come out with insights that stay with them, with things that are experientially within their own presence. It's not just an idea. It's not just a train of thought. It's not mindset coaching. It's experiential. It's something that they have down in their core. Now, I do also find that certain people, maybe 1 in 100, so maybe 1% of people, go through an awareness intensive and it doesn't quite stick for them. That's a very low percentage. But the vast majority, it does stick. Now, there's 2 reasons for that. For one, awareness intensives are intense and they're carefully designed and they're the dark arts. They're proven techniques. And for 2, the people that do awareness intensives, the people that are drawn to that sort of practice, are already poised for transformation. They're already open to a certain degree. They already have a certain intelligence. It takes a certain intelligence to be interested in these sort of things. The vast majority of people, many people, wouldn't even think to know what it is. And as you tell them about it, they wouldn't even see the value in it. They wouldn't even think to know what is possible within personal transformation. They wouldn't even think to see within themselves what needs changing, what does need to happen for them to actually come out of what they're in. Because a lot of the time they actually don't even know what they're in. They don't know the suffering that they have. A lot of what is required for coming into awareness is facing the unawareness. And every awareness intensive actually works with that, right? There is even an arc into darkness, into the shadow. Many of the beginning processes of an awareness intensive is actually designed to draw you into a facing of what it is that's wrong in you. And it's very confronting. And it's real. It is real stuff. It is real stuff. And the whole reason I can jump on this microphone like this and tell you to have a beautiful day with such confidence is partly because I can acknowledge the pain that I have faced within myself. Now, of course, I'm no Jesus Christ. I'm no Lao Tzu. And anything I say as a recipe for happiness must be taken with a grain of salt, as it must be for anyone. Because my own personal experience is personal. What works for me might not work for you. And happiness really is more of an art rather than a science. And art, as you know, as an artist yourself, doesn't always work out exactly how you plan. And you can't even really know how it's going to plan out, how it's going to work out. So I highly recommend you join my next awareness intensive. You'll have to stay tuned for when that is, because we will be working in person and it will be something that will stay with you for the rest of your life. So rave on, party on, continue the journey, and with all sincerity, I wish you a beautiful day, good, happy times. Enjoy the sun. Keep on smiling, even when the cops turn up or the security turns up. We can keep on going. I better get out of here now. So don't let the cops turn up. Have a beautiful day. Lots of love. Keep on smiling, and let's just let this rip, baby. Oh yeah, baby. All right, I really gotta go now. See ya.